Okay, everyone, I'll be making a very quick video response to Dave Cullen's Doubling Down.
Alright guys, so as many of you know, the other day on Twitter I shared a link by White Rabbit Radio, and I'm getting a lot of guff for this, the kind of guilt by association stuff. I want to start off.
It's not guilt by association if it's your thoughts. If you agree, then it's your thoughts and it stops being guilt by association. It stops being guilt by association if you didn't catch that.
Off by saying that, I can agree with my political opponents or people that I disagree with on a lot of things. I can actually try and find common ground with them on certain issues.
And there is no problem with that. And when you agree with white genocide because of a dating app, I am free to disagree with you.
And one of them was that video I thought was very good. I don't have to agree with someone on everything. You know, I,
You don't have to agree with somebody on everything, but you just admitted right there you thought that the video was very good. So I am assuming that you agree with the video wholeheartedly in its entirety, and I'm allowed to disagree with you unless you prefer to live in an echo chamber where everybody just agrees with you all the time and everybody tells you that you are right about everything all the time. But then that causes hypocrisy because people judge SJWs because SJWs want to live in an echo chamber, and it seems like you're saying that you prefer to live in an echo chamber.
and then the Roaming Millennial got the same thing with Richard Spencer, didn't she?
That is slightly different because she was interviewing him. You are saying that you agree with something and that you think it should be taught in schools.
It was like you gave a platform to, so therefore you are. I deleted the tweet.
And I also, talked to an alt-writer. There was a guy in an alt-right who was in my platform. Like I had a debate with an alt-writer, and it was very civil and it was very polite.
It was a mistake actually because what they do then is they screen grab it. The reason I deleted it is because of the nature of Twitter. When SJWs get a hold of it and that witch hunt mob thing just begins.
Are you saying that everybody who disagrees with you is an SJW? Isn't that up there with everybody who disagrees with me is a Nazi? Everybody who disagrees with me is racist. Everybody who disagrees with me is an SJW. Maybe people just disagree with you. Also, why would you delete your tweets? Because of social pressure. If I believe in something, you are not going to get me to delete my tweets. I would never ever delete my tweets because of social pressure. I mean, who knows? Okay, I'm not psychic. I'm not psychic. I don't know how I'll be affected if I had more followers, but still, to me, at this point of time, to say that you deleted a tweet just because you were told shows a weakness of character. You should only delete a tweet if you feel like deleting it and for no other reason. You should have the courage of your convictions and stand by what you believe and not let other people bully you into deleting your tweets.
Everybody forget it, and then they think, well, that's it, you're trying to cover your tracks. Like, no, it's because my mentions were inundated with people quote tweeting that and just responding to it and just, scourging at me for ages. It's a very good video.
If it was a very good video, it wasn't all that good. It says that you could erase a race, like through a dating gap. It says that white people could disappear because of a dating gap. But it's strange because if a black man gets with a white woman, it would be black genocide and white genocide happening at the exact same time. Like, so if a black man is with a white woman and they have a child, is the child the offspring of black genocide, or is the child an offspring of white genocide? Two genocides are happening at the exact same time.
Apparently, it makes me a Nazi because, I would be on the side of the Allies, but against everything in my curve, but, whatever. I'm also not an anti-Semite, but
I never called you a Nazi, and I don't know who called you a Nazi. Who called you a Nazi? Do you have any evidence of it? If you're going to say you've been called a Nazi, can you please show proof of it?
I also don't deny the Holocaust, but that doesn't matter because, I've been labeled a Nazi, so obviously it must be true. The video depicts Hitler as a bad guy. It talks about how genocide is wrong.
Genocide through dating. And I did show the video earlier with my earlier video response. It is genocide through dating. And it's weird because it's black genocide and white genocide happening at the exact same time. If a black man gets with a white woman, then both black genocide and a white genocide is occurring at the exact same time. So you are saying that you believe that dating is genocide. And here's that scene again, by the way. See, it's just genocide through dating. So I have the need to ask you, like, do you think that dating, do you think that interracial dating is genocide? You are saying that interracial dating is genocide, and apparently it's genocide for both groups, apparently. So, I mean, if you're biracial, you can't win either way. And also, I mean, is Sargon of Akkad a black man? Do you think Sargon of Akkad is black man, or that he doesn't understand a white's culture because one of his parents is biracial? Is Sargon like, I don't really understand what it means to be a white man in England because one of my parents is biracial?
The West is undermines the native culture and identity of a country.
It's a video about how dating a person that's not part of your race is wrong. No, but if somebody says that, interracial dating is wrong, and you were to say, yeah, interracial dating is genocide, and it seems like you agree that interracial dating is genocide, then people are holding you accountable for your own thoughts, unless you don't think that your thoughts should ever be criticized. And if you don't think your thoughts should ever be criticized, then I should probably remind you of what you said to Candace Owens.
I want to say something about ideological bias and the dangers of entrenchment within one's own political position. If someone on the far left engages in objectively unethical or duplicitous behavior, we would rightly call them out for it. If someone who shares our political perspective does the same thing, we shouldn't give them a free pass just because we agree with them on a whole host of issues. Everyone should be held to the same moral standards. To do otherwise would suggest that we're not interested in the truth, in values, and in genuine morals, but that we're more interested in winning. It would mean that we're not interested in what's good, but in simply scoring points against our political opponents by holding them to higher moral standards than we'd hold ourselves. Share all of Hitler's views. This is childish behavior.
To me, it's childish to never ever want anybody to ever disagree with you. if you want to only be surrounded by people who agree with you, then you are admitting that you want to live in an echo chamber. I have no problem with my thoughts and my ideas being challenged, respectfully, of course. So, hey, he may not want to, be disagreed with it, then fine. Then nobody disagree with Dave Cullen, okay? But you can disagree with me all you want to because I'm not here to live in an echo chamber.
You've got nothing else to do with your diet. I'm not apologizing to any of you morons.
I don't want an apology from you, man. I would never ask you to apologize to me. Okay, if you believe in something, if you believe that interracial dating is genocide, then that is fine. Tell that to Sargon. Hey, Sargon, you are genocide come to life. Sargon, your existence is genocide. Apparently you're not viewed as white.
I'm nothing to apologize for. It's a good video. You should check it out.
Yes, a great
Should be shown in
video.
schools.
Yeah, a great video that should be shown in schools about how interracial dating is genocide. That, when Sargon's grandmother, fucked Sargon's grandfather, Sargon's grandmother was engaging in white genocide. And I guess Sargon's grandfather was engaging in black genocide. Yes, yes, great video. I'm pretty sure that's all, biracial kids, mixed race kids are all products of just genocide, which really undermines actual genocide. I mean, I guess like if a bunch of white people were to get murdered, and I guess if a bunch of white people were to have sex with a person who is brown, both of them are equally horrible. Okay, so that's all for today. Bye, everyone.